Let's get to Jim and stop trading.
Yeah, we've got CrowdStrike puts out a report every year about the cyber threats. In this one, they talk about North Koreans coming into companies, actually posing as employees, taking data, and it sounds very much like, as I said, George, the Manchurian Candidate. They're masquerading as American employees. Another big threat. God, this market's so bad since the tariff news. But anyway, I think CrowdStrike is. I mentioned it because cyber is the one area that they can't seem to tax. Because there's nothing to tax.
The North Koreans, I think they were behind potentially that huge crypto.
Oh, the $1.4 billion.
Bybit, yeah.
They're masquerading as us, so be very careful if you're at a company, because for remote, you don't know that the person is actually working for the North Korean state, which is, I think, pretty horrible, but that's what they're doing. And tonight I've got Bank of New York, a bit of a rebranding, and then Martin Marietta Materials. They make rocks. I wonder if rocks could be tariff. You can't tariff rocks from Georgia to Florida, can you?
No, not from there.
Well, there you go.
But if the rocks come from somewhere else, you certainly can.
These are smart rocks.
I think, obviously, an important addition of news there from Eamon for the marketplace, Carl.
No, it crushed the market.
When I think we all saw that 10%, it was unclear. It was like, because you knew that had happened, the 10% on China. So now we're talking 20%.
I just minimal discussion of carve-outs, Jim, either by sector or company so far.
No,
despite every attempt by corporates to get in his good graces.
I did think that Constellation was going to have that because of the agave issue.
20% tariff on an iPhone could be pretty
substantial. Well, that's why
man.
Apple went down very badly yesterday. People say, well, wait a second. They paid $500 billion expansion plan, but the fact is that if Taiwan is suddenly asked to be able to pay its fair way, or if we slap something on China, well, does that apply to Apple? It's a fraught moment, and I don't want anyone to think that we're minimizing. It's a very fraught moment because the president is in accelerated computing mode on tariffs.